What's up with you beautiful people? It's your boy, the Vuvuzela, in the building, and it is episode 84 of the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. It's a good day for some Champions League football. I'm going to leave the surprise to who we take on in the quarterfinals. 2 legs coming up right now for you guys. Make sure you hit subscribe, get notified, so you stay up to date with everything that's happening in the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. Without further ado, run that intro. What's up with you beautiful people? It's your boy. We got some Champions League football. We got Champions League footy, guys. I'm excited for Champions League footy. Now, I left you guys hanging in the last episode of where we're going to come back, but it all depended on who we would get in the round of 16 in the Champions League. And yeah, guys, we got the gravy in the Champions League. I feel like we got the short end of the stick. Can just have a look at the fixtures for the Champions League. Here's all the features for the round of 16 just on the left-hand side. These are the games for today and then tomorrow's games. You got Milan, Arsenal, Ajax, Tottenham, Inter, Benfica, Real Madrid, Man City, PSG, FC, Bayern. Those two are the huge clashes. Barcelona take on Liverpool, Monaco, Napoli, and Borussia Dortmund, Chelsea. I feel like there was at least 1 or 2 matches I would have kind of preferred going into this. Obviously, I was trying to avoid the likes of Real Madrid. Of course, all of these ones on the left-hand side are the unseeded teams. These are the ones that went through the knockout. These are all the teams that qualified when it came to the league phase. Of course, PSG, the past winners. In fact, in the last 5 years, it's been Real Madrid and PSG just trading places. Hopefully, we can break it. We just need to beat Barcelona, who are currently sitting second in La Liga, 3 points behind Real Madrid, but they do have a game in hand. They don't have a better goal difference, so it's pretty much going to be a 2-horse race in La Liga, as it's been for the last, since 2021, 2022, it's been either Real Madrid or Barcelona. In fact, the last 4 years has been Real Madrid. We need to beat Barcelona. That's what is happening. We've got 2 Barcelona games coming up. Just a quick recap after the last Chelsea game. I changed the formation a little bit, and so far it's proven to be okay. A 4-0 victory over Bristol City in the FA Cup. We've been drawn against Chelsea in the second FA Cup in the quarter-final match. Now, what I've decided to do is, depending on how the first leg goes, if it's a point where there's absolutely no chance that we can recover in the second leg, I might just skip that match and go straight to the Chelsea game. If there's a chance that we're winning and we need to see the second leg, we're not going to do the Chelsea game. We're going to skip over the Chelsea game completely and just focus on what happens after that. So that's the plan. And then most recently in the league, beating Burnley 2-1. Stefano Nieto coming off the bench and potting 2 goals to recover from a very early fright from Carty. In terms of the team selection this game, this is what I've decided to go with. Just need to make that change. I haven't made it. We're going to go with Tyler in goals. Nistorov back to full fitness, sort of. He is going to play the full game, though. Yaya, Cesar, and Dubok will continue. I've gone with Yaya in goals next to Cesar. And Alonso here, I kind of like him as a DM. If you click on him and we show the Segunde Volante role, other than his finishing and his long shots, which, let's face it, Segunde Volante doesn't really do often, he is very, very good. We are training his long shots and his off-the-ball stuff. It's supposed to be a little increase, but it's not. But we are training him just a little bit to get more fluid at the DM position. But I think he is a much better DM rather than a DC, you know? So he's going in there as the Volante. Lipini coming as a deep line playmaker. We are playing with DMs in this one. We are going to the tried and tested Porto 4-2-4 formation. Only difference is, instead of a pressing forward, I'm going with a center forward, a complete forward in Barroso. I think as a complete forward, I think he just ticks all the boxes, much more so than a pressing forward. His finishing and his bravery do have questions over that. Where if you look at complete forward, there's just so much blue that you love to see when it is, and he's just so quick. So I think as a complete forward, Alfred Barroso definitely going to be the man. And then we got to talk about Lamine Yamal. In recent games, has managed to score a couple of goals. He scored 2 against Bristol City and assisted 1 against Burnley. He did score, but it was offside. I mean, as an advanced forward, this man is just brilliant. As a complete forward as well, he can be absolutely fantastic when it comes to that. So, yeah, I'm not going with the tallest strikers in the world, both 181 centimeters, but I feel like the combination of the two Spaniards could do quite well. Mercer will be on the left-hand side, struggling to find his real form. He did play well against Burnley, coming off on the bench, providing some decent stability on that left-hand side. Vida still looking to find his feet. And NATO, the last 2 games, has been absolutely fantastic against... the last game he played, rather, not the last 2 games, against Burnley. Came in as a sub, 65th minute, scored 2 goals. As a wing back, as an inside forward on attack, this man is just head and shoulders above anybody else we have on that right-hand side, other than our injured Amadou, who's still out for another 11 days. Christopher Larkin still out for 2 days. Hotchkiss has recovered from his injury, but we're never going to really use him here as a backup. Gabriel Moscardo, who can play also in that volante role, is also recovered from his injury. Elsewhere, we have a full squad. Sam Hunt, I didn't notice this when I looked at the scouting report. He doesn't like big matches, and he doesn't have a competitive streak in him. So he tends to just drop off sometimes. So you can see he hasn't scored a goal in the last couple of games he's played. All yellows, which you don't like to see. Last time scoring a goal against West Brom Albion with a goal. Going to use him as an impact sub as in that complete forward position with Victor Roque probably come in as the backup for the attacking forward. We'll use those 4 strikers in rotation. We can also use the likes of Soboslai and Chingozi, who I've been training actually to be a DM. I think he could be quite a good deep-lying playmaker in case of Luca Lipini picking up injuries or anything, because we don't really have another DM who can play in that position. Closest being probably Harvey Elliott, who I don't really want him to play in that position. He has picked it up because he's played a few games as a DM, but I mean, I don't really want to rely on him. But anyway, I've spoken enough. Let's take on Barcelona. This is at the Nou Camp, or the Spotify Nou Camp. I don't even know what's it called in this game. Is it still the Nou Camp? The Spotify Camp Nou, that's what it is. There we go. They're a very good team. We're a very good team, theoretically. They've got Moya. I just noticed. Mateus Moya is at Barcelona. Ah, man. This guy was good. 93 million. Porto made a bargain off him. Whew. And I was planning on using him a lot more often in Porto when I was there. They also got Figueira. I remember I sold them Figueira for 82 million. Been on good form for him. 11 goals in 22 games. Not bad for Figueira. Oh, my sins of the past coming to haunt me. We'll find out in a minute. Guys, we're more than halfway through the first half. Absolutely nothing has happened. This has just been a midfield just bombardment. Barcelona have had 2 shots. We've had 1 shot. They've given the ball away. Lupini now coming through. Murcia. Lamine Yamal hits the bar. And Barroso picked up the rebound. I thought it was done. We somehow squeezed that in. I don't know how we did that, but I was literally about to say like how boring this match has been. Lamine Yamal cuts inside, hits the crossbar. Confusion amongst the Barcelona defenders. Lets Barroso through as the complete forward. Barroso has been on spectacular form to the point where they're trying to get him back into the Spanish team. Only 20 years of age. Barroso, an absolutely fantastic return this season. I have no idea why Klopp never played this man. Like, he should have been starting every game. He is that good. You know, I'm happy with the way the team has played. It is halftime. We're starting the second half. Juve have made 3 swaps. They are trying to gun for this one. They really need to gun for this one, I guess. They've played it all back to their keeper. We do have a highlight right from the start of the second half. I feel like the game's going to be a little bit more open now with that goal coming in. I feel like Barca are going to try and push a little bit more. I'm not going to change the mentality just yet. And Figueiredo's through. Figueiredo shoots. When he does shoot, he's going to score. And that's why I'm not changing the mentality just yet, because I wasn't feeling 100% confident that that 1-0 lead was going to last. I knew Barcelona had to have a reply, and they made that reply work. So I don't know what happened there. My feed cut out, so I apologize for that in the edit. But yeah, so far, you know what? In terms of scoreline, it's okay. We're not doing too bad. Barcelona have made a couple more swaps now. They've got a couple of fresh feet on the pitch. We're going to do the same. Marcia not having the best of game out on the left-hand side. I'm going to bring in Vida. He is much quicker than Nastia. Elsewhere, Neto not playing great, the Colombian international. I don't really have anyone to replace him with, but Yamal, I'm going to bring on Roque to play as the advanced forward. I think Roque deserves a bit of a run. Do I take off? You know what? Sam Hunt come on for Nieto. We'll put Vito on the right-hand side. Hunt can come up front as the advanced forward. Let him try and stretch the up front a little bit. I feel defensively we've been okay. We haven't been bad. I am keeping an eye on Nestorov with his yellow card. We'll make those 3 swaps for now. And maybe something later we can have a look at. I must actually obviously press play for us to continue with said subs. Alonso is looking quite tired out there, isn't he? And Nestorov, nothing much else has happened. I am going to make those swaps now. And Nestorov can come off. He's looking very, very hard. Trent Alexander-Arnold can come on there. Elsewhere, Alonso and Lupini both looking very tired. Alonso can come off for Gabriel Moscardo. He can play as the volante quite comfortably. I think Duboc's also looking a little bit tired. Don't have Larkin, but I've got Marvel. Oh, I can't make any more. So, is it 5? I did 3 and 2. Okay. Well, Lupini and Duboc just need to suffer. But those are the 2 last swaps we've got in our arsenal. We're going for it all. You know what? I'm even going to go attacking mentality. We're going to try and push for this, to try and get that second goal. Of course, away goals mean nothing in the Champions League anymore. We need to push for it. We need to try something. Anything, guys? Any highlight? No highlight. We're going to get a highlight. Deep in our own half. Duboc finds Lupini. Barca are pressing hard. Julio Cesar will play it out from the back. Picks up Lupini. Good ball to Vida. We're going to run it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Wilson, Yaya. Lupini. Looking for options. Back to Yaya. Back to Moscardo. This is good. Patient build up. Trent Alexander-Arnold over to Vite. Roque playing against his former club. And the pass there was terrible. But Duboc picks up in a dangerous position. Picks up Vida. Took the shot. Keeper saves it. Duboc still has it. Lupini trying to break through. Someone get the ball in the box. Don't go back again. Moscardo back to Lupini. Duboc. Vida again. Vida this time. It's crossed into Roque. Scoring against his former club. He's returned to the Spotify Camp Nou. And Vite Roque with a grand old finish on that right-hand side. I thought Vida might have been offside there. He had Hunt. He also had, who's Barroso, all listed. Vito Roque on a massive, massive goal and his return to the Camp Nou. Of course, don't forget, it's also Lamine Yamal's return to the Camp Nou as well. Obviously, he didn't have the best of games there. But yeah, they bought him for 143 million a couple of years ago. Vita, how much did they spend on Roque? 3 years ago. Jeez. 309 million. Oh, that is a lot of money for a player. That is a type of money you're never going to get back. And then also give him a 500,000 a week. Jeez. That's some interesting dealings. But we do have the lead against Barcelona going into the second leg, which means we are going to see the second leg, and that is coming up in a bit. Right, ladies and gents, we're back for the second Barcelona game, and this is the team that's going to start against them, currently leading 2-1 on aggregate. Wilson in goals, Nesterov, Cesar, Marvel, and Dubok in the back. Marvel coming in after Yaya picked up an injury. He's out for 9 more days, so he won't be starting in this one. Midfield, we're going to go with Alonso and Lupini. I think the two of them are absolutely fantastic together. They've proven they're a good team. Elliott is coming back in on the right-hand side. Vida on the left, Barroso and Lamine Yamal up front. Elliott started in the Crystal Palace game. We did win that game 1-0. Thanks to Estefan Nieto, 94th minute goal from him. So, yeah, came on as a sub for Harvey Elliott towards the end of the game, and he managed to crack it open. But I am going to start with Elliott, because every time I've started with Nieto, he hasn't really played great on that right-hand side. So, trying to ease him in there a little bit. At least Harvey Elliott, I know what I'm getting. And then Vida coming in for Marcio, who's just been... Since I've recalled him, he hasn't really shone much. In fact, he hasn't scored a goal since coming back on loan at the championship against Bristol City. And I feel at his age now, at the age of 23, maybe this might be his last opportunity to really shine. But we've got the likes of Vida who can play there. We got Vito Roque, who can also move in onto the left-hand side. We've got so many options. So I think Marcia might be slowly dropping down the pecking order. And with that being said, let's go to Anfield and take on Barcelona in the second leg of the Champions League. Funny enough, it was Barcelona that knocked out Porto in the Champions League. And they've changed their formation. Musiala's back into the squad. That's interesting. And they're going for a 4-2-2-2. Very narrow. Which I think means I need to change things up there, because we tend to play quite narrow. That's not a great little start. Because just to show you guys this stuff, when you look here, we tend to focus play through the middle. So I'm going to take that off, look for the overlaps, work the ball into the box is still fine, but I want to go fairly wide. In fact, I want to go wide. Just stretch the game out so much more, I feel, and then distribute it to the fullbacks instead of the centre backs. Let's see if we can try and bomb down the wings with this game. And I do normally do this when people play a very narrow game like Barcelona are doing the tactic here with a 4-2-2-2. And it has gotten me results in the past, done with Porto and now with Liverpool. We've done a few games. That was close from Bernal. And it has resulted in some good results. I don't think I've ever done it on camera, though. I don't think we've ever come against this opposition on camera, which is nice to see, though. Lupini finding Vida. Cesar looking for options. Picks up Marvel. Nestorov goes to the back post. Lupini finds Lamine Yamal. I think that is going to count. I don't think that is offside. I think that is counting. It is going to count. We're 3-1 up on aggregate. Within 10 minutes, we're 1-0 up at the Anfield. You never walk alone, Lamine Yamal, even if it's against your former club. And I love the fact that he did a nice little fist bump, celebrate that victory. You can see it was this guy originally, Lupini, they were looking for, and Lamine being both offside. They were both onside there. But that is fantastic news. Harvey Elliott steps up for a free kick. In the Crystal Palace game, by the way, he hit the crossbar from a free kick. Is he going to go again this time? This time denied by Canizares in goal. Elliott, though, with the resulting corner, going to go to the far post, looking for Barroso. Not the tallest of players to find out. I don't know why he's at the back post when we have the likes of Julio Cesar and Marvel, who are both quite tall and quite useful in the air. Alonso is not too shabby either, as the volante there. Can always move in and cause some problems. I don't expect to see many headers from Lamine and Barroso. It's why we're doing low crosses as well. I don't think they're great in the air. Lupini looking back to Marvel now. Lupini again has got options down the wing. Alonso, beautiful ball into Lamine Yamal. That's his 9th of the season. That's 2-0. That's a goal. I'm not even going to worry about VAR here. He cut inside so beautifully there. That was a brilliant little pass there from Alonso to pick up Lamine. I thought he might go to Barroso, who was in offside position. But Lamine Yamal was not. And the former wonder kid back in the day lighting the world at 16 years old, is lighting Anfield with a brace in 28 minutes and getting 1 foot into those quarterfinals of the Champions League. You gotta absolutely love it. Cannizaro is trying to launch out. Dubok gets the header. Darvic picks up though. And it just shows you the wing play is actually working quite nicely because Vida is now picked up in a dangerous Alonso. This time I think Lamine is offside. I think that is offside. That's not even going to VAR. That's a hat-trick. Lamine Yamal has scored a hat-trick within 34 minutes at Anfield in front of the cop. At least I think it's the cop. I don't know which side the cop's actually on. For Liverpool fans, please tell me which side the cop is on. I know there's the cop. I know Anfield. I've been to Anfield. I just don't know where the camera sits and where it is the cop side. I don't know. Can't see it in the match and it doesn't exactly say the words the cop there. But anyway, Lamine Yamal, we're going to pretend it is the cop. He scored a hat-trick. What a start. Alonso, 2 assists, by the way, as well. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, man, I'm on cloud 9 now. 3-0 up against Juve there. Change in formation has not worked. We've countered with a nice wide stance. This also benefits Vida quite well, playing out nice on the wide. He is the type of player who doesn't really like being the inside forward, but I do the inside to try and really pack that midfield when we do have possession against teams that are playing wider. It exploits the gaps, and that's how we get the goals. But that's a mistake there from, who was that? Marvel. It's led Figueroa through and hits it over Wilson's goal. I would really like for Wilson to get a clean sheet. He hasn't had a clean sheet in quite some time, although I did pick up one against Crystal Palace. But, you know, I need to see a little bit more from him if I want to keep him on the team and not find a replacement goalkeeper for next season, which at the moment is still the priority. I think we definitely need a new goalkeeper. Alonso, beautiful ball into Lamine Yamal, trying to make it for Barroso, though, getting in on the score sheet. That's his 7th of the season. That's our 4th of the game. That's our 6th overall against Barcelona, where we had a 2-1 worry in the first leg, 6-1 after the second leg, and there's still a lot of football left to play. And Barroso absolutely smashed that into the back of the net. That is things you love to see when it comes to Lamine Yamal playing a 10 average. I mean, absolutely. He's tired. He is tired, and I might take him off a little bit later. I'm going to leave him on just a little bit longer. Vida not playing great. Vitor Roque coming on the left-hand side. He plays the inside forward. Yves Dubok, very, very tired. I'm going to bring on Trent Alexander-Arnold to play on the left-hand side. Not really a natural left footer, but he has been called upon once or twice to play in that role. Elsewhere, I'm going to leave it as is for now. Like I said, I'm probably going to bring off Lamine. He is tired. He is very, very tired. And we do have Chelsea coming up in the FA Cup. We've got to keep now one eye towards that. I don't see Barcelona scoring 5 goals to come back in this game. And you know what? Let's give Yamal his standing ovation. 3 goals and an assist is just amazing to see from any striker. And I think we might have finally found Lamine's perfect role in this Liverpool squad. I was playing around with him, playing on the left-hand side, attacking midfielder, right-hand side. Thought, you know, we've played him everywhere else. Let's play him as a striker. And, I mean, you've seen the results today. It's been absolutely fantastic. He's not done yet, though. Vitor Roque, not naturally a good crosser of the ball. Was hoping for something better there, though. Lupini, though, wins it back. Marvel. Trent goes over the top to Lamine Yamal. Crosses back in. That's his 2nd assist. I think, though, Barroso might have been offside on that one, though. I think that was offside. That was. But Lamine really getting stuck into this game. It has been the Yamal show, hasn't it? Let's all be completely honest. I think Lamine Yamal was offside, actually, not even Barroso. But yeah, this has been the Yamal show. It really, really has. In fact, guys, let's give him his standing ovation. Lupini can come off as well. He's picked up a knock, which is not great. I'm going to go with Chigozi in that position. They're trying to give him some more game time there. Yamal, have your standing ovation. Get it in there. Sam Hunt come on for the last few minutes, playing against his former club as well. We've got 3 former Barcelona strikers. Okay. He actually now picked up a proper injury and couldn't make that swap. I don't know why he does that. But anyway, give Lamine a big round of applause as he comes off. Hat-trick hero, 1 assist. Absolutely fantastic. There's more. There's more. Hunt standing over the ball, trying to get back into that England squad. He really needs this goal. Oh, Sam Hunt. Sam Hunt scoring against your former club as well. All 3 of the former Barcelona players have now scored against Barcelona in the Champions League. What a free kick from Hunt. Absolutely fantastic. That's the type of goal that you need to get back on form with, isn't it? When you have 3 guys all striking on form, this is exactly the type of Liverpool squad that I've tried to build, and I have built. And well, I feel Gavi, though, coming to spoil the party, and he's not going to spoil the party. Gavi there, near post header, goes over Wilson's goal. 5-0 drumming of Barcelona. We have days like this. We have days like this, and then we have days where we lose to teams like Chelsea and Tottenham and, and the rest. And I'm happy, guys. 5-0 victory over Barcelona. We're into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We're going to come back for the Champions League games probably whenever they take place. I'm not sure when they do take place. They take place in between the Man United and Arsenal game. The 2 games that I wanted to come back for as well. You think I can do all 4 games? I don't know. We'll see. But we're not leaving just yet because there's a youth intake coming in about a week's time. And I want to show you the youth intake. So skip ahead quickly to the youth intake. So I thought the intake would be about a week. It was 2 days later. I'm a little bit underwhelmed. I won't lie. I expected a very good youth intake. If we have a look at our head of youth, I mean, it's 20 across the board. Working with the youngsters, and I was expecting like some good DMs maybe. Yeah, it's not as great as I thought it would be, but there is about 5, maybe 6 players that I want to talk about. We're going to start off with probably the cream of the crop. Murray McClawley looks like he could be a fantastic little player. Not sure if I can see him as a DM or rather as a striker. If he can develop his first touch a little bit better and his composure, I think he could be a very, very good striker. At 15 years old, there is a lot of room to develop, so he could be a good Scottish striker. The next one is by Meese. Meese. I'm going with Meese. As a right winger, I think he has got all the capabilities of being a very good inside forward. Just got to work a bit on his physicals. Not the greatest, but again, he is 15 years old. And then the other 3 that I want to talk about, 2 South Africans, Liuso Nzama. This goalkeeper, if we just ignore the physicals for now, he's very, very commanding on the area at 12 and the handling of 13. His aerial reach isn't great, but I feel like he can develop a lot better. There is another goalkeeper we're going to talk about, Alex Hurd, who on paper is probably a little bit better than Nzama. But if these 2 guys can develop into great goalkeepers, we could make some big money off them. Not thinking first team. None of these guys here are very much first team available. I don't think there will be potentially anywhere near the first team available. David Abrahams, another South African here. Probably he could be the DM that I'm looking for if, things go unwell back then. And then the final guy I want to talk about is Sebastian Benrap from Sweden. Good little solid right back. I feel like if we had to go out of the good talent section or decent talent section, he'd probably be the only one that could potentially break into the first team. Having a look at all the other guys, nothing too great, nothing fantastic. There was, I think it was Adrian Davies, very good physicals, but everything else lacking. Like I said, I'm a bit underwhelmed at the type of players that we have received. I'm going to give out contracts, guys. We'll see you for the next episode. I don't know what's happening. We'll see then. Well, there you have it, folks. Taking on the mighty Barcelona with 3 former Barcelona players in our team, the likes of Lamine Yamal, Vitor Roque, and of course Sam Hunt, all prevailing over Barcelona. The big question is, who do we take on in these semi-finals? Quarterfinals, rather. It's the round of 16, and that was quarterfinals. So who do we take on in the quarterfinals? It's a big, big task for us. That video is coming, obviously, tomorrow for you guys. To stay up to date, hit subscribe, get notified, leave a comment or 2, and give us the thumbs up as well. Let me know what you think about the youth intake at the end of that video. A bit of bit of a letdown, I think, from my side at least. But maybe you guys spotted something that I didn't see. So let me know what you guys think about those youth players coming in. From me, though, your boy, the Vuvuzela. Until next time, peace. You can grease.